The Fading Forest, A Tiger's Tale. Long ago, in a lush green forest where sunlight painted golden patterns on the ground, there lived a tiger named Raya. Her coat shimmered like fire, and her stripes curled across her body like paths on an ancient map. She was strong, swift, and wise, the quiet keeper of the forest. Every day, Raya walked the same winding trails her ancestors had walked before her. She greeted the chattering monkeys swinging in the canopy, nodded to the proud deer grazing in the meadow, and dipped her whiskers into the cool river where the otters played. Raya loved her forest more than anything in the world. But one season, things began to change. First, Raya noticed that part of the forest had grown strangely empty. A patch of tall trees, once she used as resting places, were gone. Nothing left but dry stumps. Then she found that fewer deer wandered the meadows, and the monkeys no longer played in certain branches because their trees had disappeared, too. The paths Raya once patrolled grew thinner, squeezed between strange fences. Sounds that had never belonged to the forest filled the air. Buzzing machines, hammering noises, and the distant rumble of human activity. Raya felt uneasy. Her home was shrinking. The paths her mother taught her to follow were broken or blocked. One evening, Raya climbed a tall ridge overlooking the valley. From there, she could see how much of her world had changed. Forests that once stretched endlessly had vanished. Raya wasn't the only one struggling. Many of her tiger relatives in faraway lands were losing their homes as well. Raya let out a soft, sad rumble. How can a tiger stay strong when her forest grows weak? She wondered. But as she watched from her ridge, something else caught her eye. Groups of children walking with adults, carrying notebooks and binoculars. They planted young saplings in empty soil. Others placed signs that read, Tiger Reserve, Protected Forest, and Do Not Enter. At the riverbank, she noticed rangers patrolling with gentle steps, watching over animals rather than hunting them. They carried cameras instead of traps. They rebuilt damaged trails and helped guide lost creatures back to safety. Something warm rose in her chest. The forest still had protectors. Days passed, and Raya saw more signs of hope. New trees were planted where the old ones had fallen. Fewer noisy machines came near her home. Slowly, animals returned. Families of deer, monkeys, and even other tigers searching for a safe place to live. In places where hope had almost faded, tiger families began to return. Cubs peeked through leafy brush. Mothers padded softly beside rivers again. One morning, as the sun climbed over the horizon, Raya watched a tiny tiger cub chase a butterfly near the river. It tumbled over its own paws, squeaking with delight. Raya knew then that her forest still had a future. And she understood something important. When people learn, care, and choose to protect the wild, even the most endangered creatures can find their way back home.